Okay, after you have logged into Pennsylvania Department of Education Standard Aligned System site, you can create assessments. You can either go into here to click on Assessments and then Assessment Builder, but I like to go in through Standards, just in case I'm not sure which standard I want to create assessments for. So I will search Standards. I'll choose my grade, first grade, and then my subject. It's going to flip up. That I want to work on is math. In the search bar, I can type in keywords, type of questions I want to use or I want to search for. But once I put in first grade and mathematics, this will give me a list of PA Common Core aligned assessments under these standards. So you'll see all of the first grade standards are here. And let's say I want to represent and solve problems involving addition and subtraction within 20. I would click on Assessments. From here, I could add all items on this page to my assessment. But instead, I want to look through and I want to pick some assessment questions in a varied degree of complexity so that I can differentiate my assessment. This one seems like it should be very easy. I click Add to my assessment and it comes over here into my shopping bag. Add to my assessment. Just kind of going fast. Okay, I have 7 items in my assessment and I feel like that would be enough to get an idea of whether my students can demonstrate mastery of this standard. So I will click View My Assessment. When this pops up, there will be 3 tabs. The student version, which is just the question, and from here I can change the order of my questions. I can delete a question. Teacher version is the question with the answer, and then the answer key is just the answers. I want to go over here and I want to print the student version. So I would click on the tab for student version, click on the options button. I can add more items. Say I decide I want to assess a couple of the standards that I did during a quarter. I can go back and choose another standard. I can save this assessment, export to PDF. Once you've made all your revisions, moving items higher or lower on the test, changing the number, or I can export to Word so that I can actually go in and change font, change wording, anything you want to do in Word. But I'm going to export to PDF. It's quick and easy. Maybe. The document will show up down here on the download bar. And a PDF will open. And there's my assessment. So you see the font is a little small. So if I were to go into Word, I can make the font bigger. Let's try that. Let's open it up in Word. It's down here in my download bar. So from here, I can change the font. Come on. Okay. So for instance, look at all this space in here. I don't want that space. So I'm going to remove the space after the paragraph and before the paragraph. I want to change this font. I want to make it bigger so that my students can can read it. Add a line in here for them to write their name. Just working on some formatting. Oh, it's kind of small. So students have to draw the sum of 9 plus 7 using tens and one blocks. Well, there's not a lot of room here. So what can I do? I can go in and I can change my margin. And then get this down on the next page. I can make that bigger and even throw a line in here to separate items so my students don't get confused. Change the font. So that's all there is to it. When you have a lot of graphics, like there are down here, it may change. It may move things around, but you would just click on it and then work on the formatting. Format this picture like that. But there's your assessment. And the best part of this assessment is that all of these questions are aligned to the PA Common Core. Good luck. Now let's see.